Brandon, how have the end users' needs and demands for video storage changed, and how has that impacted the market for video storage solutions?
Yeah, we're seeing significant changes right now from a video surveillance storage perspective. So you're seeing a couple of things happening. Number one, the influx of higher and higher resolution cameras. At the same time, you're seeing cameras now being used for new use cases, new applications, and also the prices for those cameras coming down. So you're seeing a lot more cameras being deployed in the marketplace for various purposes, and you're seeing the amount of data being generated by those cameras increase almost exponentially. So suddenly we're seeing now some companies forecasting that the amount of data being generated by video surveillance, IP video surveillance systems, is going to exceed 15 to 1600 petabytes of data every single day. And that's about 3 times as much data as they were generating just 2 years ago. So you're seeing explosive growth in the amount of data being generated, and you're seeing that the data that they're generating is more and more important to them. It's more valuable. It's being used for more than just the catch the bad guy purposes. Now it's being used for things like business intelligence and business continuity. So we have more data. The data is much more important. What that means is our end users now suddenly cannot tolerate things like downtime, like data loss, or any kind of faults or any kind of failures happening in their systems. That data is much more important to them now. So when they look at their storage solutions, not only do these solutions have to be able to scale to massive petabyte type of proportions, but they have to do so in a way that adds significant amount of resiliency and fault tolerance against anything that might go bad, so that we never lose that data and we don't expose our organizations to any types of threats or vulnerabilities or any types of risks that we may not have seen in the past.
And speaking of those changing applications for video, Brandon, how have things like body cameras and other initiatives like that really impacted the market?
Yeah, we're seeing a huge impact, especially from body cameras and with law enforcement agencies, and not just law enforcement, but also even individual companies that are using them within their security force. And body cameras are being used for a couple of things. Number one, obviously for public safety and protection of the public, but also for protecting law enforcement agencies against liabilities, for improving their operations, ensuring that they're serving their customer base, so to speak, in the right ways. And what you're also seeing now is substantial regulations coming up around the use of body cameras. Not only do they have to use them, but they have to store that data, and in some cases retain it for a year or 5 years. Or in one case, we actually have a law enforcement end user of ours that for evidentiary grade video data have to store their data for up to 99 years. So, and if they ever were to lose that data, or if they're ever to not able to access it for some reason, they could expose themselves. Fines, pretty significant liabilities that they may not have faced in the past. So, things like body-worn cameras, things like in-car vehicular cameras, and all types of other applications or use cases of video surveillance cameras we're seeing have a major impact on the server and storage infrastructure side of the business.